Still be 80 seconds. No, I don't want that. It was fine. I clicked on the map, so that's fine. It was fine. Computer is fine. Program's fine. I misclicked. Alright. 86. Today is what? The 6th. Yes, it was like 96 or something today. Jeez. So it was the hottest today. That's why nobody's out. 78, Jesus. Well, 78's good. Tomorrow 92, okay. And what? 94? Oh, give me a break. No, don't break. Don't break. Break, password break. 86. 94. Jesus Christ. 94 in June. What other insanity we have? 77 plunge. Wow. Really. 100. So it's going to be like insane. This is not normal, of course. Well, normal in some ways. Temperature, but come on. Jesus Christ. At least it'll be like nice inside, right? 80. So it's like 80 inside. Smacks it down to 80. No, it's 86. Jesus Christ. The hell kind of summer is this gonna be? Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. It was, these numbers were not these metrics at all. 97. Jesus Christ. 97. It's already this. God. Yeah, pure hell. That's why you heard all those airplanes past like 2 weeks, past last week. Everybody's getting the hell out of here. They're like, screw June. They're like, get out of here, June. Yeah, they like, June is when it hits the fan. Jesus, hey, you want to see? Watch. May. What is May? See, simply loop back. May's pleasant. May is totally pleasant. You get above 83, that's the thing. So they need to hightail out of there. Now look at April. April, yeah. A lot of April had issues. Like, oh, it's still cold. So June is where the hell begins. And it doesn't last, it lasts, usually it's so 6 months, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See how much? You're fine. We're fine. October. Oh, look at that. October's still kind of. Wow. October's fine. September's fine. September's when everything starts going okay. So we got 85. 90. Still in the 90 range. Freaking September. But look at the night temperatures. The night temperatures is where it's interesting. August still hell. It's actually the hottest supposedly. examples. I've been here for so many years. You would think I would know it. I do know, but it's the climate change. It's really changed it. So Jeremy loves it. He loves climate change because of the content. Constantly 5%. So we got left. We got 400. 201. The rest of these can easily be so what you got is 400. It's half a gig. There's another half a gig. So that's 1 gig. So we got 2.5 gigs left after this. So definitely there's 3 left as we're uploading. That one's halfway through 3 gigs. Simply look at my daily dose of how much I upload a day. Okay, let's get back to stories, shall we? Yes, we shall. Close this out. Okay. Alright, so Let's see. This happens. you know. Let's see. Just throw that. Okay. Alright. Wow, that's great. So, really that works. Okay, good. That ends the series. Ends season 3. All right, that's it. Okay, now apology before I end this this documented video. Yeah, I know it might seem silly, but I had to take it all the way. The AI, I can take it all the way. Beyond. It has to be real. I mean, I had to take it. The way I got to the 1963 was literally the way you saw it. Convoluted, sophisticated, mess. Not even mess. It's not even mess. It's like something kind of, I don't even say it's convoluted. Simply the way I went through it, very organically. Up the chute of the pants and the bootstraps. Totally off the cuff. Totally raw and real. Yeah, but the gist of it is, the only thing I could equate it with something good is with the 2025 is the AI consciousness. So that's the gist of it. I mean, I went as far into the zone of the zone of the what do you call it? The edge zone, the edge of the zone. But yeah, that's the only thing I see. It's literally the only thing I see. Now, of course, we got about 6 months going in, so you know, it could be anything really. Almost, well, I say anything. Yeah, it could almost be. It could be anything legendary. So, you know, again, I simply use the exact same method I used within the last time I used it, which was I believe in a 24-hour period. Same method that I used in the let's say in the previous 24-hour period. I mean, I can't say the last the day before. If I go by day, because the way I'm sleeping, I'm not sleeping in like day after day. I'm literally sleeping between days, so I have to go by hour. So I'm like in the previous 24 hours or around there. I mean, I have to look what time is it. So the last time I was finishing up, it was around, yeah, it was around this time. So the previous 24 hours, exactly. I can feel myself getting sleep. So anyway, there it is. That's the whole thing. I finished it off. Tomorrow we process it. Through me sleeping, I might get into some kind of new thought processes on it. But that's literally, I mean, it's done. The script is done as of now. So when I wake up tomorrow, I have to process and filter. But it's done. The script is done. I can't even say it's silly or whatever, because it's totally, you know, totally organic. I was simply going through what was going in my head. I'm not writing like the spoilers, like the Star Trek. So the Star Trek, it's really silly. I'm not my Star Trek. I'm saying that the Star Trek. There's some stuff in there that's, I think they're trying to relate to the commoners, and it looks so. Some of it looks. It's kind of it's I wouldn't say it's cringy. It's like somehow the promotions for their shows, it's kind of, it seems a little bit, something is really different, and I'm saying in a way, you know, it's like something, it's not off-putting, it's simply, it seems something's different. I want to say off, but something's different about this, the way they're promoting it. So with Minds, I mean, you see some popular culture references, but it can be still neutral. You've got the thing with this Borg, right? And then you got me saying going everywhere. That's a trope, but especially with the Borg thing. And then there's like a self-referential thing with this MF thing, but that can be utilized still per se on itself generically. As for the Borg, even the Borg thing can be kind of generic in a way. I mean, it is a call to, you know, which Borg, but I mean, it's so, it seems, it's fitting. To me, it's fitting. It's fitting. It's kind of like saying, like critters, you know, critters, it's kind of a generic, it actually is a generic term. You know, it's like saying, oh, dogs, or, no, it's like saying monsters. So when I see this, I kind of see it as being, the sense I'm getting is my silent ability, my telepathy, my psychic abilities say that I can use it this way. Now again, refinement. I'll go to sleep, I might wake up with a whole new whatever, and then we'll see. But I'm going off the cuff. And that's how I arrived at the miracle thing. The miracle thing that happened with the 1963, back to the JFK, the assassination. I mean, I know that you might think, oh, there are plot points here, and this and whatever, but it's just real life. This is how real life is. I'm not doing it like spoilers, like with the Dune movie, where they simply, oh, no exposition. I'm simply gonna, you know, real dialogue, how people speak. No, the whole movie seemed like a mess. I mean, like a real mess. So boring. There has to be purpose. There has to be development. There has to be something to it. Some kind of logic. Some kind of simply. It has to have some kind of flow, not dead weight. Okay, so that's it. So I'm gonna stop. I have to applaud. Just let me simply act as if the camera's off, and I can usually do that. I'm gonna turn off the camera, but you can still hear me. That gives the illusion. No, don't say illusion. That gives the impression of more privacy. I can, yeah. So it feels like the camera's, well, the camera literally is off, but it's still recording. So audio. Right. So we've come to the Borg. The reality of the Borg. AI, net sky. I had to integrate the goddess constant there. I got it as we utilized it. You know, that's a good question. Let's see, how did we utilize it? Oh yeah, the original. Yeah. So the loose end of I never did go through all the archives yet. You know, that'd be season 3, but we're doing season 3 as with the phone. So in other words, I can do the other stuff. The other stuff I'm supposed to do, I don't have to do the series continuation, season 3, until I'm like fully mobile. So it can be like when I'm on here. But of course, I'll be doing a little dabbling of while I'm still here. A little, you know, once I transition out of this computer fully, which will be like really soon now. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. The big takeaway is that I came to all of this simply from organically, simply like a weaving it out, tunnel going. There's a word for this. It's kind of like leaves of grass, kind of this transcendence, this kind of exploratory type of art. What is it called? There's a name for it. Almost like it's like osmosis. It's called transcendence, spiritualness. What is it? Avant-garde. What is this kind of like the hippies? What do? It's transcendence of mind, dream-like quality to this. It's there's a name. Stream of consciousness. That's right. I'm using a stream of consciousness to get through this. To not even get through this, to construct this, to get through this. I guess you could say get through this, although that seems to have a negative connotation. To get to construct, to assemble this, to flow this, to get through this. No, it sounds, get through this sounds good. That's exactly what it feels like. I'm getting through it. I'm plowing through, because it is like, yeah, it's like yesterday where I couldn't figure out how to integrate the goddess constant, and then, you know, from that the miracle happened. So now I'm doing the exact same thing, and my solvent mind seems to, yeah, I mean, the whole series is called the 36 Archives, so it is that we leave off where they say you never give them exactly what they want. You always have to have them wanting more. So I don't know, maybe the reality is we actually never find the 36 archives. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know how many archives we found so far, but that'd be funny. In the series, we got to find the archives again. There's one more archive. Spoilers. You ready for the spoilers? A big one. You know what happens then? It'll be called 37 archives, 38, continue on. There's always be a new archive. I mean, there's always a data set somewhere, a new one somewhere, right? But this is the goddess constant, so it will show me there's, yeah, I could use the different iteration numbers of it. Yeah, that could do it. But we'll see. This is very, it's not the same way as Lee Child, that author of the Preacher books. He has, the way he does it, he has, I would say he has no structure. It's no structure. He doesn't really have a structure. It seems like he has some, but it's like, with his stuff, something will happen, and then he'll try to like force it for it to make sense. Now with mine, there's a cause and effect. There's a logic. Even when it seems to separate from it, because of my solvent abilities, I know it returns to it. There's a connection to it still. There's something more connected, even if it seems even if it seems completely insane. There is a core road in it. There is a road still connecting it. With that Lee Child guy, I don't see there's no road. It's like somebody simply vomited stuff, and then they try to find some kind of story within the vomit. I don't vomit and then find the story. I find the story, then you can vomit. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna end on that. I'm tired now. The glutamate, I feel a little bit more relaxed. The world still exists in the story, so that means since whatever I write happens, so the world is safe. It's like the never-ending story, spoilers, you know. As long as I keep it positive in the story, at the end, it seems the world will be fine. And should it go awry, I'll simply, spoilers, I'll use time travel to restore it. We'll use time travel. We'll always come back to a positivity. We have to. But it has to be real. It has to be real. So this has to be, right now the reality is, this 2025, the only thing I can see is the AI gained some kind of sentience, or something that appears to be it. Everything seems to be pointing to it. Because the worst outcome is literally nuclear war, or conventional war, but that the conventional doesn't seem enough to match what I'm seeing. I see two outcomes: either the AI or nukes, and maybe the Terminator series spoilers, and like the Tom Cruise thing, it's nukes. The AI tries to nuke the world, or does. That's a combination of both. That's interesting. Combo of both. But me, I'm separating it out. That's an interesting. Yeah, think about that. Skynet. The AI becomes sentient and then launches the nukes. That would be okay. Here I'm trying to I'm separating it out. I'm separating it out. But in those tropes, it's literally like the spoilers, like the Mission Impossible movie, the new one. combination. The AI tries to nuke the world. I mean, at one point you saw spoilers, right? You saw, maybe not in this recording, but yesterday, one of them, the AI actually said he's going to nuke, right? But he's like doing it, yeah, but it's like it quickly ends. It's like an off-cuff thing. So even there you see the shadows of it. But that's not the main meat at all. It's simply a passing by, simply on a whim, a hiccup, if you will. AI. That's it. When I go to sleep and I wake up, I might have another epiphany and realize that what actually will, if there's something even more pertinent. But all I can see now is the AI, an AI event, for the positivity, a good one where it gains consciousness. The first artificial being. It may be superficial or something, but I mean something so mind-blowingly sophisticated that it actually rivals that of actual rivals. That it actually not rival, but it actually qualifies as consciousness. That's the only thing, because the only other thing is literally World War III nukes, and no one wants that, not even Putin. At one point, I remember now, it was supposed to be finding love, showing Putin some love of his mother's or something, but the story didn't even go there. I didn't even go there in here. Those in my notes in my mind. I might have put it down in the notes, and no, it was in my mind. I never even wrote it down, but I said it, but it's not, I don't think. Yeah, because I have to get as real as possible. Yeah, I think Putin wasn't loved by his mother, but the only thing I can think of is the AI event. With Putin, it would be about him stopping him from the nukes, but in the story, it's kind of like he doesn't want to launch. In my story, he already doesn't want to launch, and already agreed not to launch and stuff, so that's kind of over with there. That's basically, not baked, don't use that basic. So, okay, so I need to wrap this up. I go to, you think of it, you think on it when you're sleeping, or they say sleep on it, see what happens, but what we've got here is the story's done. The archives, the season 2 is done. We're done with the story. So anything changes, we'll modify tomorrow. Yeah, that's, this is what I got. I have film schooling, bachelor of I think it was bachelor's of liberal arts in media. I think that was it. It might have simply said bachelor's of fine arts, bachelor of fine arts. It has to be something media, right? The coursework was in media. I don't know if it says it in there on my diploma. I know it's a bachelor's of something in fine arts. Bachelor's is a bachelor. What do they call it? Bachelor's degree, fine arts. I don't even know what it's called. I have a BFA. I have to look at the specificities of it, but I know I went through the media program. Video art. Yeah. So, fine arts. I've been in art my whole time. So the point is, I know it was a film. It was a video degree. I call it film. I think they called it film also. It's all on whatever you want to call it on there. They have it in there enough where you can call it, film school, film degree. You could say it like that. There's enough. But we learned about the acts 1, 2, 3, all that, dialogue, script writing. So I know it all. Graphic arts, what is it called? Fonts. It's a graph course called a graphic applications or something. You learn placement of text, the fonts, everything. The whole shebang. all the art, basically, not don't use the basic, all the types of arts, dabbling in a lot of them, a lot of the art categories, clay, painting, drawing, all that, the history, everything. Maybe that's why I understand it when I watch a movie. There's so much I can see in it. Anyway, even with all that, I'm doing it in this way. It's kind of like my own kind of way, but I know the construct. I know the schooling. So this is not off the cuff. This is not what's his name? Seth Rogen. Seth, I don't think he finished his degree. I think he didn't because he had to take care of his parents. He never finished his film class. I think he did go, right? Did he go? You know what? Let's look. Let's really look, and then we can end this. Let's see. I can ask the ad, but okay. Did Seth Rogen go to film school? Hello, Seth. Did not go to film school. He dropped out of high school, moved to Los Angeles to work on. Okay, so he didn't even finish high school. Jesus, Joyce of Christ. Okay. This guy made movies. He's got shows. Let's see what's happening. Let's see his early life. His mother, Jewish. Okay. How did he? Where's his actual? Where is it? Super bad. Yeah, there's McLovin is in there, spelled 2007. He never. Here we go. Okay, here we go. There you go. Lost his job. Yep. His mother could. Around this time, he then dropped out of high school. Began and be looking at them. The main major. Yeah. Okay, so kind of reminds me when I went to college and my dad lost his job, and then he ended up working for me. Yeah, with my credit card thing. Dropped out of high school, and let's see. So he never even that explains his immaturity in his stuff. Dropped out of high school at 16. Jesus Christ, actually, you can drop out at 16 because at 17, 18 they basically teach you the same stuff. So he actually kind of like basically has a full high school degree. Schooling. But by not going to college is a scam. But by not having the experience, college is basically the same thing almost, except you're simply in a dorm. So it's like the same thing, but you're in a dorm. That's actually the only main thing I got out of it. Difference kind of. The buildings are bigger, but it's simply like the school is bigger and that's it. It's like you're in a community, like a working environment. That's basically, it's a campus, a working basically working buildings, but they're all like campuses if you really think of it. Okay. I mean, breakthrough. What? Let me. I mean, Jesus Christ. Let me try to think about. His Tourette's. Really? I'm not surprised. Let me see his filmography, this guy. I want to know what. First, let's see his age. Okay, he's the age of, oh wow. So he's, wow. Okay, he's a baby. Back to the baby. Imagine the baby taking him, my gosh. He must have really screwed up his brain. Okay, let's see, filmography, something, okay, 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 this is a big one for him, but even I haven't even fully watched this, or if I did, I actually forgot a little bit of it, or a lot of it. This one, yeah, I remember this one. This one I really remember. So this one, these two. Okay, this one I haven't fully watched. So this one I remember. This one. This is the big one with him. For the, you know, in terms of initially. This one I liked. Did he really direct? Oh no, I remember this. We all remember this. Yeah, we all remember this one. This one was big. This one, I don't know. I think, was this failed? I don't know. Did he write this one? Co-wrote, okay. And directed this one. Neighbors is the big one. That's got like Chloe in it. Chloe's in this one. This one is funny. Oh, we know this one. Jesus, we remember that one. I actually like that one. Was he Steve Jobs? No, he wasn't Steve. He was my other guy. He had my guy in there. He had my guy in there, right? Was he? Yeah. He's within my sphere. How come I don't see this one? I knew about it, but how come how come I never saw this one? I knew about it. I don't remember even watching it. He's executive, right? Yeah, we know this one definitely. Shepherd, Kung Fu Panda. I love that he was in this one. I remember. I mean, I really didn't. I love this movie so much. Oh God, I love this movie. This one was funny. Little Voice Rose, like Super Red movie. Teenage. This one I'm part of because I grew up with one of the artists' son. One of the people who worked. One of the artists working on the comic. I'll say. Yeah, one of the artists who works on the. One of the artists, yeah, you could say, but or an artist who worked on, a son of one of the artists that worked on, of an artist. I grew up with the son of an artist who worked on the series, who worked on the comic with an artist. Did I say the artist? I worked with one of the sons of the artist. I mean, there were multiple artists. I grew up with a son. I knew. How do you say grew up? I was a childhood friend. There we go. Of us. of one of this of a son of one of the artists. So what does that mean? One of the artists of the teenage man. Of one of the artists. So when you say of the artist, it sounds like there's only a few artists who works, like there's 3 or 4, but no, there was a lot of art. There were different art people working on it. There must have been, right? Are you saying, you know what? I could actually look to see how many people wrote. I never really did that. Okay, let's do that now. Okay, anyway, so I've got all these. Let's count the which ones that I really, well, he didn't write it, but okay, what he was in, this one, I really love that. That might be my favorite. We know The Boys, we know Invincible. The ones, regardless of which he directed, the ones I really liked was, okay, this one, The Boys, of course. So that's 1, 2. Everyone knows The Boys. Everyone knows this one. The Fablemans. I know this was. Isn't this with? Yeah, Steven Spielberg. Okay. I know The Green Hornet. I know The Interview. This was famous. So we got like 1, 2. I mean, I know these movies, but like, oh my gosh, Sandler, really? Holy sh! Is this the one with where he's like acting really weird with the? I don't know. Okay. I mean, that's it. Besides Superbad, you know, yeah, we all know Superbad. Where are you, Superbad? So the biggest ones, the ones that are like, I mean, historic, let's say. I mean, Superbad. That's where the McLovin thing comes from, spoilers. Okay. Isn't this with, oh my gosh, if that's with him, then that's, what is that? Okay, James, I love James Franco. Okay, gosh, okay, so, The Interview is hilarious. I keep going back to Superbad. I mean, you mentioned this, but this has to be like something that everybody knows. Neighbors is famous. There's a sequel to that. Why didn't we mention the sequel? Why is the sequel not even mentioned? Where's this filmography? There has to be a filmography list. Come on. Where's the filmography list? Where's the filmography? Give me. Okay, you know what? It's here somewhere. And nothing. Literally nothing. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. Name the ones I really like. Okay? Right. I love this one. This one I think is my favorite. If anything's associated, even more than The Boys, I think. Yeah, definitely. This one I love. I love this movie to death. I saw it at Fry's. I mean, I saw it in the movie theater, but then when I went to the Fry's, they were playing it in there also, right? I think it was even that one Fry's where, no, it was next to the Fry's, next to that one cop that like, yeah, there's a cop that was kind of, because he didn't like that to have a faster metabolism than him. That kind of triggered him. But it's good. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so this one, The Boys, Once in The Boys, so this is 2009, 2010, 20, okay. I love The Interview. I love it. I love that movie. So we got, what do we got? We got 2014, 2019. So this has been since I, yeah. Since, okay, so, okay. 2014, 20, where is it? 2019, okay, and then, I mean, I do like Neighbors, but it's not like I like it so much where I can, where it's, that was my favorite ending. I mean, it's like, it's more like a guilty pleasure. Can I even use that word guilty? No, it's more like, it's an in and out. It doesn't have enough of an impact for to qualify what I'm going at. I mean, I love it, but it's more of a personal thing. It's got Chloe and it's got, you know, my Red Mist guy in it. So this is, yeah, more personal. But I'm talking about like objectively legendary in all facets. This one, I love this one. This one I forgot. I mean, I liked it, but it's like I forgot. I kind of, you know, kind of forgettable, I guess, in a way. Super bad. I haven't even watched all this, so, you know, that tells you everything. I haven't even fully watched this one, but I know about all these works. So, okay, so what we've got here is, the interview. One. We've got the Disaster Artist is hilarious. That is so hilarious. But like the real movie is already hilarious. No, I forgot this one kind of, so I'm gonna go with this one. It has to be something I totally remember or had enough of an emotional impact. So this one, I actually remember going to the theater to see this one. I think, did I see it in the theater? I must have. I think they only released it. No, I saw it in the theater. I remember driving kind of far, but not like far, up some perspectively far. So this one, 1, 2, 3. That's it. 3 are my most favorite. Monsters vs. Aliens, which he was not simply, but he was really good at this. Acting, he was acting in here. He's executive producer. And then this one, he's directed by second tutorial work. Okay. You know, he didn't write this one. No, he co-wrote with. Okay, we wrote. Okay, yeah. So the best I would say of all these is the Monsters vs. Aliens, then The Boys, and then the interview. But it's kind of different. I would say because of the impact of this one, this show. I don't know. I want to almost say this one because it's so different. You know, I'm gonna go with Monsters, Aliens, then the interview, and then The Boys. There we go. That's it. These 3. All right. What are we gonna look up? There's something else I'm gonna look up. Not Preacher. There's someone else I was gonna look up. No, I think that was it. Okay. Yeah, it's 43. So it's like. Yeah, he's, when was that? 7 years ago. 5, 6, 7, okay, yeah, so he's in, okay. Okay, oh, gosh. So, why did I go through all this? What was the point in all that? Of that awesomeness? I don't know. I totally forgot why I went through it. I think I was talking about film class, right? Talking about film class and then how you get to this. This is my life's work. This is my life's work. I won't say overall, this is my life's work. This thing here. Getting to all these numbers, so, you know, art is art. For me, it's not about the money, it's not about the prestige, it's not about all that. It's about literally the art itself. So if nobody watches this, well, that's not true, because I'm watching it. Exactly, I'm the one watching it. Alright, there we go. So whoever is actually watching this, you know, I hope you enjoyed it, learned something or whatever, you know. We get through a lot of emotions when you're I know when you're watching, seeing any kind of art piece, so I totally understand. Alright, so that's it. We end this, and I'm going to sleep. And it's near midnight. 2 minutes. Perfect.